working? I can't see. Okay, sorry. Hi, FlashTube, it's Diane. I have a new camera, and I'm playing with my new camera. And my new camera is showing everything backwards. So if you have a Galaxy S20 and you use that to take your videos, do your videos, how do you flip it? I tried every little thing, and so I deleted that video. You are going to see things backwards. I apologize. I know my other camera I could. Oh well. It is what it is, so we'll do this again. It is June. I'm going to move you around. And it's thundering outside, in case you hear any thunder. And the camera's over here, Dan. Okay. It is June 28th, 2020. Hope you're all doing well. We are all healthy. Although all of this stuff is getting tiresome. Yeah, I mean, usually in the summer I'm taking the kids to the library, we're going to the park, and then just a lot of unsurety, and it doesn't set very well. It doesn't set very well at all. But anyway, we are here to talk stitching, and that's all I'm going to say on that. Haul is my phone, which will be fun to figure out where things are. Hopefully this will upload nice and easy. My haul is the phone and also my threads from 3 Owl, the nest egg program. If you haven't checked out her nest egg program, it's a great way to build your stash. I get Gentle Arts, although I'm going to switch. I'm going to talk to her about switching next cycle to Classic Colorworks, just because I'm getting a decent collection of Gentle Arts, and but I don't have a lot of Classic Colorworks, so I think I'm going to ask her to switch, you know, for next cycle, not this one that I just was invoiced for. But she does a great job. So if you're looking at a way of building your stash, I get 10 skeins a month of the 5-yard skeins. Look at her information, see if something will work for you. I'll link it below. Lotus, Nora Corbett, and again it's going to be backwards. I'm hopefully by next video I'll figure that out. And Water Reads. Got these from Just Add Needles on Facebook. I really like her dress, but the color's not quite what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. Maybe more of like a woodland green. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. More of a forest or woodland green on her dress, but she's beautiful. That's my haul. Woohoo! I do have a finish though. Yes, I do. I have a finish. And I shouldn't have put everything away before I checked the video. This is Double Dutch by Sampler Cove Designs. I do not have a cover page because I got this from the Gift of Stitching magazine. Issue, I think it's June of 2007. I wish I'd have known about this magazine. I would have been a subscriber. This is on 36 count antique white. And it is a finish. And yes, it's going to be backwards. It's okay. This is in Gloriana, 3 Gloriana colors. And I stitched 1 strand over 2 threads. I think it has great coverage. I'm very happy with this coverage. When I went to 123 Stitch, that does sell this design separately, or they did last time I checked. They suggested, they have that suggestion box, they suggested 36 count, which this is 36 count, and you get 2 skeins of each of the Gloriana colors. So when I ordered them from Stitchville, that's what I did. I didn't touch the second skein at all of any of the colors. I thought I would get close with the red, but if you're going to do 1 strand over 2 threads on 36 count or higher, you only need 1 skein of each color. if you're going to do 2 strands on 36 count, yes, you will get into that second skein. I'm going to do some up close. Again, it's going to be backwards. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Unless I figure it out when I'm uploading. I don't know. If you have a tip or technique that you do, let me know. But it's beautiful. That border. Oh, that border. And this border, it matched on this corner. This is corner number 4. Hallelujah chorus. Yep. So it's just beautiful. These colors are just amazing. I want to get this framed, and I'm thinking a very basic frame, like a black frame or like a deep, deep chocolate mocha java brown, almost black color. I think it'll set this off. It'll just be so beautiful. Love stitching with Gloriana. My favorite motif in here, probably this guy here. I love the alphabet, but this guy, probably. He has all 3 colors in there, and it's cute. But I don't think there's any in here that I hate. Although this one did get a little tedious. It did, a little bit, but it's beautiful. The only issue, question, quote unquote, that I have with this is, I think it's the nature of a digital magazine. There's no overlap on pages, and Nadine, I know you were planning on stitching this from the magazine. There's no overlap, so one page goes right into the next. So just do be aware of that. And one of the pages, it was a little harder to match up, but there are the darker lines every 10 rows and 10 columns. So it wasn't impossible, and I did it. It was easy, I've been stitching long enough. But that is the only thing I would change, is to add the overlap. I think it would make it easier in the long run, but it still wasn't incredibly hard. If you were to use the DMC, that is an alternative for this, I would say you need at least 2 skeins. If you're doing 1 strand over 2 threads, you're going to need at least 2 skeins of each color. If you're going to do 2 strands over 2 threads, I would get 3. There's only 3 colors, and again, just 3 colors. And it's absolutely beautiful. So much so I'm looking at ordering more of her designs. My birthday is in July, which is in a few days from now. And that's what I'm looking at doing for stitching wise. So, what else did I stitch on? I finished that. I thought I'd only finished like page 4, 5, 6, but I just hit a spot and I'm like, nope, I'm finishing this puppy up. And it's just beautiful. I started at May 12th and I finished, I think, June 14th, I think. So a little over a month. And I didn't think it would stitch that fast, but it did. So I just loved it. This one is Baskets by Rosewood Manor. Again, it's backwards. It's on, now the original called for 26 count Wren, and you're supposed to use the Valdani balls. There's 3 strands, so just as the thread comes off. I had issues with that. I was fixing every single stitch, and I thought, no, that would drive me nuts. To have to do that the entire design. I mean, I barely made it through like half of this. And so I said no. So what I did is I either ordered or bought, I bought it at Stitchville, 36 count Wren, so same color fabric, but I'm using one of the strands off the ball. And here's where I'm at. So I had page 1 and 2 completely done. I was working on 3, and the page break, it's right in here. So 3 goes into 6. And then I started on 4. I had this guy done because I just continued on with the motif. But I did 4. There's one little motif here, and then 4 will be done. and 4 bleeds into 5 and down into 7. So this guy's maybe half done. There's a lot more to this motif. There's like birds and an urn and stuff. So yeah, and how I'm storing these, because, you know, what do you do with the other 2? I use something like this. I got this off Amazon. And I have all the symbols, and each symbol has its own needle. So I take 1 strand off, so I'll cut a length, 1 strand out, thread the needle. So then I pop the needle, poke it into this part. And then I take the other 2 strands and I loop them down here. And this has slots in it, so the thread stays really nice. Not too tight, but it's secure. And I know that there's a more expensive brand of this. I've looked at it several times, but this works for me. And because Rosewood Manor, she'll often have a clump of stitches here, and then you won't use it for a while, and a clump of stitches. So instead of threading, unthreading, threading, unthreading my needle, having a needle per color really helps. And Karen, the designer, is a genius with color. So I just love her color choices. And using that type of thing for this pattern has made it so much easier. So much easier to stitch. So I was working on that. Then I put that away. I got a little board on it. This is the one I was stitching on last night. What I've been doing recently is I have one of these, I think they're low ran. Is that what they are? Yeah. Or low ran. And it's one of the bigger ones. And I take out my working copy or my pattern, depending on which. Sometimes it's better working copy, sometimes pattern. And I put it here. And then I just use little magnets to hold it on there. And then I have my threads on a ring, and I have another magnet for those. And I have a magnet here that I have my scissors on. And I have one of my favorite needle minders. This was from Gina's Unique Boutique a few years ago. Got it as a gift. So I don't know if it's still available or not. I think he's lost a couple toenails. No, actually he hasn't. Those are supposed to be that color. Okay. And then I can throw my marker on and mark off the pattern as I go. Because some of these, that makes a lot of sense to do. Other patterns, it doesn't matter, but these do. And so this one is, where did I put the pattern in the book? Also by Rosewood Manor. It is Arise My Soul. I picked this up at Galleria. I saw the model and it just got my attention. Models often do. She had the model for baskets too, and that was just gorgeous. I started this one March to a finish with my guild. And it calls for Weeks Dye Works. There's 6 colors in there. And I am using the called for on 36 count Lakeside Linen Vintage River Willow. Here's where I'm at. This one is small. It is only 4 pages. And I have most of the first page done. I have to fix this N. I got the N too close to the M, and you would notice it. So I had to unstitch that. I counted this tree from the N. So this whole tree is 1 stitch this way. I am not unstitching that. So it smells like fudge. So the letters are done. This border corner is done. This motif is done. This motif is not. And this one is close. And there's a motif here that's not done. But this E is on the halfway point. And the halfway point is about here. So about a quarter done. 1 strand over 2 threads. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting to this part of the pattern. This is what sold me. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Karen is a genius with color, but truth be told, this guy's going away for a while because it's July, my birthday month. And I've been really good about starting new things. I haven't been in the mood to start new things, I will be honest, but it is my birthday month. I am starting new things. Maybe not everything. Well, I know not everything, but I am starting new things. This one is not a new piece. But it's one that I like to work on every July, which I think will be made apparent when you see what it is. It is on 36 count, properly primitive, under the sea fabrics. I love this fabric. It is absolutely perfect for this design. Let Freedom Ring, Lila Studios. I have the entire building done, which has got to be at least half the design, if not more than half. I have the flag done, these little birds, and I have this whole floral motif here done. Did I pin this on backwards? No, I didn't. Okay, it's going to look backwards to you, the words are, but it's not. Yeah, there she is. I am using all the called for colors. And I'm trying to get it so you guys can see. I'm so sorry. Again, new camera, I'm trying to figure out best angles and all that fun stuff. But I think I might be going down and doing the people, or over here and doing the horse. Yeah. I think maybe here, or I'll do this motif. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. But I'm going to stitch on this. Again, I am using the called for colors. And it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And Leslie's fabric, I'm seriously thinking of ordering this color again. Because it is nice. Now, new start. This one is definitely a new start. Sorry, let me find the picture. Snow Queen, Mirabilia. I have had her kitted since 2016. I couldn't figure out why I didn't want to start her. I think because I had it bobbinated and I have switched to thread drops. I'm going with that. 32 count Witching Hour by Under the Sea Fabrics. It is Opal Essent. I just watched Sunshine Stitchers and Gary's starting his on something like this. So I think that dark blue is just beautiful. And again, I've had her kitted since 2016. It is time. That one is a definite yes. As is this one. This was also a definite yes with Thy Needle, Lila Studios. I've had the threads for a little while. This came out last year. But I just recently got the fabric. My friend finished this, and there's these people here. She has 3 daughters, so I can't remember how she adjusted it, but she has 3 daughters in there. And I think she changed the cats. I think they're cats. Yeah, they look like cats. To dogs. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm allergic to cats, and we have 2 dogs. But there's no way I'm going to put 14 children in here. It wouldn't look right. Thinking maybe I should put their initials here. I don't know. Because there's 2 alphabets. We will see. This will be on 40 count natural. These are all the colors, all the beautiful colors. Do be aware if you're doing this pattern, it calls for a few DMCs. It's like a handful of DMCs, and the rest are classic colorworks, except maple syrup is actually a gentle arts. So just be aware of that. It won't really affect your stitching, except when you want to order your threads, what company you order. And I just stuck all my symbols in the back of my little cards. So So this one's ready to start. And it will be started this month. The other ones I'm going to show you are contenders. Possibilities. I haven't decided which one yet. This one, Bella Filipina, Pearl of the Orient. Orient Seas. I'm going to say the name wrong and I apologize ahead of time. Mirabilia is stitching this. She's shown updates on Instagram and she just did a video. It's in my watch later. I haven't watched it yet though. Beautiful. Beautiful. And this is the fabric I'm stitching it on. 32 count. Blew Me Away by Fiberlicious. Blue is in the color. And I love the blue with the gray, green, brown splotch. I think that will look amazing on here. So that's a possibility. The other possibility is Heiress of Atlantis, also Bella Filipina. This is the first one of his I bought. Oh, beautiful. He is a genius. He really is. I have some of his other ones too. Glastonbury Tour. Fabrics by Stephanie. Kind of a seaweedy look, kelpish look. Yep, I was going to do her on 32 count Velt by Pictures Plus, but then I looked at this one. No, I'm doing it. The other option, speaking about Bella Filipina, is Gaia. This one came out recently on 32 count doubloon. Picture This Plus or Velt. I'm trying to figure out where I have Velt. Yeah, but I don't have the DMCs for her. I might pick those up tomorrow. So one of the Bella Filipinas needs to be started. I have decided. Another possibility is this one, Castle Walls by Ink Circles. 36 count Feldspar by Picture This Plus. Now this calls for Gloriana. Why didn't I get the Gloriana? I must have thought they meant 12 skeins. They don't mean 12 skeins. They mean 12 yards. That would be one skein. Maybe. No, a skein is 8 yards. I don't know. But I am not stitching it with Gloriana. I'm using Planet Earth Silk. And I'm using Smoke and Stream. So I think those will look good. One strand over 2 threads. Feldspar is the called for linen. And I just really like it. And I saw this at Galleria. Oh, beautiful. Another one or two that I might start. I think I'm going to start both of these. I really do. This one, Celtic Bee by Textured Treasures. Nadine showed a piece by this designer. I don't think it's in here. I met her and she's really, really nice. This is Celtic Bee. And this is all full cross, and then you do all the outlining and then the black work. And that will probably be stitched on, will be stitched on Golden Oak by Fiberlicious. And I think this is 32 count. Yes, 32 count. That was one of my fabrics of the month. And then this one, Heartstring Samplery, Mistletoe. This is all one color. And I'm not using the called for. I have decided to use Wildflowers Sable on 36 count. This is my jam. by Fiberlicious. So kind of in your face a little bit, but I think it'll look good. I think it will look really good. Although there's one more fabric I might change the mistletoe to. I don't know where I put that one. Anyway, I've been wanting to organize my fabrics, but I haven't been motivated to. I'm having a hard time finding motivation. A lot of us are. Which is sad. Because we all have things we want to accomplish. Yeah, those are all contenders. I may pull something else out of my basket that I already have kitted and ready to go. Never know. But that's my plan for July. I've also been doing a lot of homeschool planning and organizing, because if I do a lot now, because we are starting in July, I know, but my kids are getting bored and they're getting in trouble, and maybe that'll get me back on track. We won't do the full schedule right away. We'll just do 1-2 subjects a week type of thing, because then we can take time off during the school year and have a little breathing space. So I haven't figured out the library, because I rely on the library a lot for my history. That part I haven't figured out yet. And you can't go to the library yet, because our governor doesn't want people to read books. But I'm not going to get on that soapbox. Anyway, yeah, that's what I have today. We are all well. My husband's treatments, he still gets his treatments regularly, and they're still working. The kids and I have been healthy. I have set a goal for myself to lose weight this year, and I am getting there slowly. And I've already decided when I hit my goal, I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm about halfway there right now. A little over halfway there, actually. But yeah, hopefully this will work better as I watch it back. And I am sorry that I can't flip it. I haven't figured out how to flip it. I was messing with everything. I will keep playing with it and figure out the trick. But I'll put some floss tubers below for you guys to watch that I've been watching and enjoying, Nadine being one of them, and Steel City Stitchers being another. And I don't know who else I'll throw in. So if you're looking for some other videos to watch, look below. It may take me a day or two to get the links up because of computer usage with hubby home, working from home on the computer all the time. I can't jump on his computer as readily, and my laptop is often used by the kids for school. Although they're not going to start school this week, it'll be the 6th is when we're starting to do some stuff. But yeah, especially my younger ones. My high schoolers are like, yeah, whatever. But my younger ones, we need to do some things. And we're going to do some minor household things. We're going to take out a closet and an entryway to make a bigger entryway. So we got to redo the floor, we got to redo the ceiling, we got to redo the walls. So, it's not gigantic, but it always takes longer than you think. But that's what we're going to do. And I hope if you're in the US, you have a safe and happy 4th of July. It's going to be odd this year in many ways, but we can still celebrate people from very different opinions coming together and trying to work together. We need to celebrate that. We need to celebrate that. So, love to you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.